Alright, squad, welcome back.
Battle started.
Okay, so this map, I have played it back in the day. This is a new video, but it's a map I played long ago, right? And it's quite a difficult map. I actually do enjoy it, and I mean, it looks like ribs. It looks like a rib cage. It's an interesting one because initially you think, okay, so the terrain is kind of mountainous and whatnot, right? So maybe just go bot, but actually it's very traversable for vehicles. So it's not one of those maps where you're forced down to playing bots. I'm going into bots because I wanted to. Well, this was my thinking, right? The metal spots aren't that great. The 1.8, yeah, and vehicles, the cost to production is a lot more. So I figured, okay, maybe I can go a little bit sneaky here. My enemy, my lane opponent's probably gonna go vehicles, right? So if I can just pump out a bunch of units and just get in there quick, cause problems, I might be able to shut down their play before it really gets anywhere going, right? So that was my idea. I mean, the starting positions aren't great. If I started back down here, it's gonna take me a while to get into the fight. So I wanted to start as far forward as I can. I am sending my constructor to go back into the further section, make the mexes, build a nano, and start making energy for me. Right? I mean, wind is kind of here or there. It's not that bad, the average. So it's doable, very doable. However, might have to build a few solars here and there. So the ever trusted ticks. Now I don't know. I think I might have messed this up, right? In terms of the early harassment here. So this is the pathing that I took, and maybe this was really bad, right? Now that I've got hindsight of the enemy, right? I mean, look at how he's playing. He's just pumping stuff out, right? What's he gone for? He went straight into pawns. Yeah, and with this sort of path, I'm gonna end up getting into the site of a pawn, right? That's what happened. That's alerted him. He's gone straight into an LLT. It's not gonna take him a long time to build one of those. And you know what? He's got an LLT at the base, right? That's gonna be super good for him. Yeah, bad, bad. Good play by Dorshe. He's done the basics really well, right? He put an LLT at the base. That's gonna cover him off. The difficulty that me and my comrade are gonna have is the fact that these are the best two players on their team, right? You've got a red team leader, Crispy Beacon, and you've got Dosh Yellow. So this is gonna be kind of tough. Now I'm sending reinforcements because I don't wanna give up too much ground, right? And I really don't want my teammate to be fighting these battles on his own. Now I had wanting to play a strategy of just get my commander up there and build up the LLTs, right, and just kind of restrain the enemy at their base. Hence why I'm not even spending time trying to get any of these mexes. I'm just going straight up in there. Now again, this is a strategy where I know like some of you guys watching the videos that I know you guys don't really like it, right? Some of you, and and I know why, because it's like you're ignoring all of these mexes. The thing is, it's worked for me a few times, right? And it's why it's worked for me because it gets my commander up really quickly, right? Where the enemy team typically would want to cap off the mexes, it allows me to go and get ground, right? And usually I would have a nano at my lab, and I can pump out another constructor, and I'd use that constructor to then cap off the mexes, whilst they walk over to then help me at the front. This isn't looking too hot. I mean, they got a Centurion, right? These are commander killers. And I think the movement speed of a Centurion is either ever so slightly more than a Commander or ever so slightly less than a Commander. This isn't good news for me. I mean, look, you can see he's chopping away. I mean, this is a walking LLT. So my whole game plan, right? Two of them anyway. One, getting the ticks in there early and causing a nuisance didn't work out. That got shut off immediately. Then going in, ignoring the mexes, building a wall of LLTs, holding the enemy team back, didn't work. Completely flopped. Now my commander's taken a beating, right? What can you do? Now I'm making maces, sending them in there because I wanted a unit that can at least do something against this flipping meatball, right? And give us some sort of firepower to try and hold these guys off. But it's not looking too hot, Captain. Right. Rather than sending my commander all the way back to my base where he's not going to be able to do too much value, the value I see is again trying to build some defenses, but it's not going to do great. He's got rocket bots, right? But at least with the commander, I can repair the units that are going up there to fight. This is worrying. He's got to try and keep the commander safe, right? If you've got to move the commander back, move the commander back. It's better that way because at this stage of the game, you really don't want to lose your comm for a few reasons. One is it's like the team morale, right? That's gonna go up. And number two, you're likely not gonna have the build power you need at your base to significantly keep you in the fight. So you want to keep your comm alive, right? And number three, really, it's if he goes pop and he's around his own squad, right? We all know nuclear blast is gonna take out the entire army. So it's interesting. I mean, when I was playing, right, it felt like yellow just had like a endless army of units, right? But it's just excellent play. It's just excellent play. He's doing the bread and butter perfectly. The commander's with the army. He's repairing, he's reclaiming, he's moving up, he's building LLTs as he claims land. Right, this is just excellent play. It's just when I was playing, it felt like he just had an army of units just constantly. Yeah, I mean, look at his plays. He's got a one constructor and he's utilizing it. This is superb. This is superb. I mean, he's pretty much was able to do what I typically do in my game, right? But I just didn't. I completely messed this one up. This is bad. I mean, I thought I was being smart by making the nano over here, right, and just getting my economy up nicely. And I think it really came down to that very first decision of sending in those ticks, and I just messed up the pathing. Right, I messed up the pathing, and yeah, couldn't get a foothold. I thought he just had loads of these, but it's just one. He's just kept on repairing this meatball, right? And I couldn't. I just got no answer for him. Got no answer. I mean, they're so tanky, and the thing is, if they're constantly getting repaired, it's so hard to kill them. Besides degunning them, it's so hard to kill them. So I thought, yeah, okay, he was going for the D-gun. Excellent D-gun. He got rid of the meat. And that's a big win. Come on, move the guy back. Stay away from the. We got to protect ourselves here, right? We got a. Oof. Red team leader coming in.
Commander destroyed.
Oh, that's a big loss. That's a big loss because Taim was really good. Comrade up here with me, right? He was helping me live. So that's a big loss. That's a big loss. And what my priority now is to make sure that this wreckage doesn't go to the enemy. That's easier said than done. Look, another meatball is here. There's already a reservoir here. Okay, it's down. But you got red team. Got the red team leader up here. Okay. Yeah, this army is just getting stronger now. what could he see? Yeah, he can't really see much, but he knows that, I mean, just from the radar dots, right? He knows there isn't much there anyway. Yeah, my units are just getting absolutely broken here. This is excellent play by Red. He's sending in the grunts, sending the infantry units, right? That's what they're there for. That's giving him amazing vision. Yo, shout out to him. He's come in. He's brought his pounders along. These are going to be excellent tanks. What's worrying is that they got these Wolverines, right? Which is going to be able to well, he's going to be able to hit us from range, significant range. And where he keeps getting vision from his teammates, or even just like his grunts alone, he's going to be in a really strong place. Really strong place. Valiant. So what is this? Where's our air player? So this is it. Yeah, okay. He's building shurikens. Nice. Because if you're air in your cortex, it's like shurikens are staple, right? Those are definitely units you want to build. Beautiful kill. Those are units you definitely want to build because they just add so much value. Like shurikens are S tier, right? I mean, how many tier 1 units have paralyzing abilities? None, really and truly, right? Bar the shurikens. So it's such a game changer. It is such a game changer, and I get all of this. Like as the air player, you know, your priority is the air wall, right? So yeah, but you know, with the shurikens coming in, we should be in a position where we can at least postpone some of these attacks. D-gun goes off. That should be enough to worry them. I hoped. Clearly not. But look at that dodge. Neo from the Matrix. That was a beautiful dodge, right? Say what you will about my play this time, but that dodge was just fantastic. Alright. Yo, ballsy. That's just going to show that he's confident that there's no harm that's going to come to him. The fact that he's building a his tier 2 lab this far forward, right?
Commander has died.
Loads of constructors as well. Yeah, I mean, look, it's that beautiful reclaim he was doing, right? So at this point, guys, I was really struggling. I mean, I knew I needed to get units out quick, right? But I was in two minds. Do I use him to build a construction turret? But then I wouldn't have additional boost to the lab to get these units out, right? But without that construction turret, I'm never going to be in a position where I can just, you know, get these out quick enough. Plus, this guy is then just stuck trying to help the lab, whereas he's a constructor. I could utilize him to do other things that's going to be more beneficial for me. This army is just too strong. Great composition. Yeah, great composition. I feel like it could finish me off at any point. I wonder what was holding them back. Maybe it was the fear of losing the army, just in case, because he's not in a position where the lab is fixed.
Commander destroyed.
Well, let's check out what's happening on the other side of the map. The Great Kalis. He's doing his best to fight these guys off, that's for sure. I mean, Icicle or Isol. Wow, okay, he's got these. I mean, what can he see? He must have gotten this vision from like an earlier raid. Interesting. Raider jammer, but no radar. Maybe he did have one at some point. Looks like we're doing this. It's like a mirror match. That's a cool looking unit. Just feels like a complete mirror match, that. Okay, nothing's gonna get through here. Kalista doing well. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, just looking at the mini map, right? The north is just not in a healthy state. Interestingly enough, I mean, you got the two top players there, right? And even at this stage, he's got into king of LLTs, which is interesting. You would have kind of thought they'd finish us off by now. Interestingly, still no shurikens coming over to assist us. But maybe two things there. One, could we have called for support? Or number two, I mean, like the roles of air, right? That you notice, you know, if you watch bar content and things like that on YouTube, and if you play the game, start getting used to it. If you're playing air, the mini map is like your main thing, your eyes into what's going on in the game, right? So it's almost like, look, you can see North is dying. So, or you know, he might have looked at it and said, "There's no point trying to save it." Because he was building, sorry, because he was building shurikens at one point. What happened to him? Yeah, this is just really bad. One bomber. I mean, what is the point? It's not. You're not gonna get any value. By the time this thing kills anything, right? I mean, imagine if there was a commander up here. They'd be able to build a tier 1 anti-air in like, I don't know, 10 seconds or whatever it is. It'll come up in no. I mean, look. What was the point of that? Yeah. I don't want to. I don't want to come across too negative, so I won't, you know, comment there. I think, you know, the point is made, right? If you're gonna go for a bombing run, you're gonna have to go for a bombing run. You can't send one bomber at the 15 plus minute mark and hope to get value. A single bomber is only good in the first, I don't know, maybe 4 minutes of a game, 5 minutes of a game. After that, you know, there's going to be units that have anti-air capabilities and things like that, and the opposition air player is going to have enough fighters that bust you up. So trying to send one single bomber now to get what sort of value, don't know. But I think the bigger mystery for me is what happened to the shurikens. You know, that's the thing that the shurikens being sent over here, to be honest, would have helped blue a lot more than that single bomber. All right. So we're still trying to fight the good fight. Again, I'm very surprised that me and Taim have not been absolutely wiped off the map yet. Yellow is their star player. This is my view. That he's doing everything perfect. He's even got the infamous tick spam, right? And you watch my previous video, you see just how amazing ticks are, right? These ticks are doing everything for him, and he's getting big, becoming a big boy. These ticks are giving them, right? Let's pick. These ticks are giving yellow all the vision they need, right? All the vision they need. Red doesn't even have to do anything. He doesn't have to do any work. He could just fall asleep on his chair right now. These Sheldons, they'll just like pop off on all of my units just from the vision that these ticks are providing. Amazing. So I clearly took a bit of a beating. Now the pawn has found me. Gone. Scalped. Now I really feel like I did not perform well at all on this one. I mean, I tried to hold it together as best I can, as best I could, by not, you know, well, by trying to hold these guys back as much as possible, right? All right, interesting. Shurikens are coming in now, but it's I mean, it's nice to see, but it's kind of like the horse has bolted, right? The horse has left the stables, so right now there's not super value in it. because all it's doing is kind of delaying the inevitable. There's so many units from yellow and red that the shurikens will just not, you know, they're never going to get around quick enough to kill all of these, right? I have no build power. That lab was practically dead anyway, and all I've got is this left. Yeah, my poor comrade, he's going to be next on the list, which is sad. But hey, look, it happens, right? It's beyond all reason. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. It's tough for Lilac because he's got his own frontline problems, right? But he's gonna have to try and defend this top section as well. Otherwise, red and yellow are just gonna overpower him significantly. Yeah, the sprinter's getting in. This is good use of a sprinter, like a vanguard to the yeah, the vanguard to the attack. What's Nivoke saying? Okay, so he was their air player. Fair dues. It's interesting that you can see their chat, right? So you can see that some of their players are saying, "Ah, they can't hold it, etc., etc." But it's interesting, like if they, if he was to just look at the minimap, they've pretty much won. So he's just got to just kind of hang in there, and his two top comrades, northern comrades, have done the work. I did build a base here, just to kind of stay in the fight somehow, best I can. But look, it's gotten
Commander
clocked.
destroyed.
Yellow has now gone in, and he's gonna sort it out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about these guys, these two in red. I mean, I know Carl must have had a bit of a fight there, right? But Nivoke, I mean, what's he worried about? Again, another air player probably not looking at the minimap. Because if you look at the minimap, look, you got 3 of their lanes absolutely battering us. So why why are they so bright? Don't know. What about this play, guys? Look at that. Snuck the big homie in the corner right there, right? And they don't even know about it. They don't even know about it. Stop taking and build units. So this was an interesting lobby. I mean, it's the same lobby as my previous video, right? And yeah, it was a kind of
Commander
toxic.
has died.
I'll be honest with you. Like before having a game with them, right? I was a spectator in another map, and some of the names that you see on this game, right? They were just very, I don't know. Like it's a noob lobby. It was noob games, right? And they were just super like whingy, and it was weird. It was very weird. I mean, later on in the day, I wanted to play a bit more bar, right? So I was kind of in and out, and I ended up in the same lobby, but it was called something different. The name was different, so I didn't know it was the same one as this game that I played earlier in the day. And again, some of the some of the familiar names were there, and it didn't improve. It really didn't improve, right? And then I was figuring, like, look, I don't really want to. I don't enjoy it. Like, when it becomes a bit too much like that, it's not enjoyable for me. Like, I would much rather be somebody that is extremely low OS in a sort of mid to high level OS lobby, right, and play, because I don't know, I feel like I could still add value, right, from some of the games that you might have seen, like ones I played with Sash Korin, with Ape Dog, we throw the door, those ones, right? Like those games were fantastic. Like, you know, high level players. You know, I was able to hold my own, and it was enjoyable, and that's the main thing. It was enjoyable, and you know, sometimes we won, sometimes we lost, but it was still good, fun, good to play, right? Okay, what we got here? Yeah, this is tough. I mean, especially when it's the advanced air lab, it's very hard to kind of get things back into the. I'd get away from making bombers at this stage. Um, it's almost like again with just how amazing shurikens are, right? It's almost like reclaim this or just leave it, make it tier one, and just spam shurikens, just spam shurikens. Now, what am I doing? I didn't give up. I could have just like exited, left the lobby, whatever. No, not happening here, son. I'm gonna try and get myself back into the fight if I can. I've got some metal. I'm trying to get some energy. Look at this. Look at this guy. Insult to injury, right? My nemesis has arrived to try and build mexes. Ain't happening here, son. I don't know he's there yet, right? I've already lined up my mechs. And I see this guy, and I'm like, is that one of my squad? That ain't one of my squad. What's he doing here? Yo, what we doing here? This is this how you deal with like pesky rascals. This is how you deal with it. You just gotta reclaim them, as Priteworks would say. Oh, sugar. Wasn't expecting that. The citizens arrest. Big up these. I mean, they just came into and they just flipping annihilate that guy. Took out my mexes as well. Anyway, I'm not gonna be too sad about that, because if I can try and get it back into the fight, I'm gonna be a happy man. Now, what is really cool to see, Nat 135. Where did he come from with this army? Right, what an amazing. But it's almost like, look, let me die. You know, don't worry about trying to defend this. This is nothing, right? You know, at this point, save yourself. Leave me. Save yourself. That's a big win. I mean, that's a lesson for Miss Cow, right? I know you're winning, but don't get too excited and try and build experimental gantry right at the front lines. That's never gonna be a great idea. Yo, this army's not doing bad at all. I am very surprised by this, considering the lead that yellow and red had at the top, right? And the ability for them to just make units at will, pretty much whatever units they wanted. Yeah, this is very surprising that we're able to push them this hard. Let's see what his backline is looking like. Yeah, this is great. This is really good. Criticisms or critiques, any you know, ways to get better is well, I don't know, guys. I mean, what do you guys think of this? Right, the wind isn't that bad in this map. He's got a fusion here. I mean, you think you should make some more regular fusions? I personally would. I personally would. But then again, he's got so many windmills. He's got so much land. Does he really need them? So maybe he's a-okay. Excellent amount of build power. So he's able to pump out units super quick. They're going to be there for the repairs and the reclaims, no doubt about it. So this is going to be the foundation blocks. my return. This midsection, it is super, super tough. Kylie's doing pretty damn good, to be honest. He's doing the right things. He's not committing his forces. He's moving them back when required, right? Just to make sure they're alive and that they're okay. I'd like to see these do things, as in, like, you know, if nothing else, put some tier 2 walls around this. Right, put some tier 2 walls around this. Put some, like, just 1 or 2 pit bulls. And then you want to try and get some range on your opponent, right? If you can build a rattlesnake, if you've got the economy for it, do it. That's gonna hurt the economy. iMoons, I know, is a decent player, just from the last game, right? So now that he's really into the fight, this is gonna be a big help for the red team. Right, blue is making a commitment. Wow, that's a really cool looking ship, airship. Nice, lab goes down, which is really good. Ah, this is a problem. Forget HLTs, this is what you want. This is what you want. A mobile rapid firing HLT. ISIL's been pushed back a fair bit. There was a time when you know, these two were having a mirror match, right? So this is good to see. Interesting. So he's sending a whole bunch of scouts, which is good. Maybe looking to see if there's a worthwhile target for us to go to. But even if there is, it's going to be really hard to kind of penetrate their defenses, unless we take a whole bunch of like fighters and other scout planes to take anti-air hits. It's going to be really hard to get through. Okay, red team are now pushing in. I've only just got into a position of getting a base, but look, my economy is not fantastic, right? And I need to get energy up. That's going to allow for my energy converters to all be fully operational, right? And I'll be honest with you, I wasn't really thinking that I'm going to be back into the fight. Not at this point where you got tier 3 units coming out. But I just wanted to do something where I thought I could try and help my squads. And I thought, okay, pawns, those are things that I could build and help. Completely missed these. And now realize, hang on a minute. You know, I've got these things in my base. Or maybe I didn't realize. Which is bad, because my arrow is right there. Oh, see, I tried to reclaim him. I ended up reclaiming the wreckage. Oh, that's tough. Gotcha. Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man. It's, now you got a sniper bot. It's gonna be nigh impossible to hold these guys back. You see what I mean? With that, well, I need to try and get these mexes back up. Again, it's just shocking that they haven't finished just yet. He's even got all of these rovers. Well, I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand the play. Okay, now he's sending them in. Yeah, interesting. I mean, if I was in red's position, I mean, I can see yellow has kind of dealt with it, right? The only thing yellow doesn't have is anything to contest the gunships that come after them. So I'll just make a couple of these and just send them in, and that'll back up the yellow player. They seem to be obsessed about anti-nukes. Odd. I mean,
Commander has died.
this area is already covered, so kind of a bit of nothing there. This is interesting. It feels like the southern section was just in constant war. Oh, okay. Tier 3 are fully into the fray. This is GG. I mean, it was GG about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. But this really is. There's going to be no answer for this. Matter of time. This I like though. You know what? Shout out to Miskal because he's got strong units. He's not afraid to send them in and try and get the victory. Right. Big up to the red team on the northern section, right? However, they were a little bit afraid to pull the trigger and to really finish off the game. Whereas this guy was like, no. I don't build these units for decoration. No. I build these units to kill. Game win. As soon as one of these goes, it's over. It is over. Which should be any time now. There we go. Beautiful.
Commander destroyed.
That
Commander self-destructed.
is all she wrote.
Commander has died.
You're telling me. Well, it was a
Battle
good game.
ended.
It was a good game nonetheless, right? So, you know, I wanted to show you guys that it doesn't always go my way, but also, you know, where you do we do have a game plan and it doesn't work out, you got to adapt, right? And I tried to, and even then it still didn't really work out. But there was ways in which I was still in the fight to some degree. But hey ho, I still thought it was a good game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Peace.